tell my queen she's below hell. They call her the B word, do all types of bullying, send her death threats, and we send you guys peace, love, and positivity every day. But you guys still look down upon us. And I think that's very peculiar. You know, and that's your right. But I just think it's funny that you guys don't judge everybody equally. You know what I'm saying? It's cool for one person to sit up here and just say every cuss word in the book at my queen. But when my queen laughs at something, y'all are so offended. It's wild to me.
Well, okay, now what I will say is this, you know, because I do feel like that was you kind of just shifting the blame a little bit, because we have seen you be disrespectful a lot, and granted, people as well. Now, their reasoning towards Olivia, from what I've seen, I guess they feel like you didn't support another woman who was, you know, clearly going through something, who was in pain. They just felt like as a woman,
He was in pain.
you should sympathize. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's why they attack Olivia.
She was in so much pain that 2 weeks after talking about her pain, she's booed up. Not privately, but publicly. Come on now, stop.
I mean, okay, so let me ask you this. Why is it okay? I mean, why does it seems to upset you that Shanice moved on 2 weeks, but Olivia just told you prior to her coming out to kick it with you, she was with another man. So what's the difference? She moved on pretty quickly, wouldn't you say?
You're 100% right. And let me tell you this. I understand if somebody's in a great place, they're in a great place. And Olivia and her man broke up before me and her got together. It was a 2-week relationship where they got together for 1 day and she did not see him. Literally, as she's getting on the flight, that's the day they got together. She didn't see him. So they were together, but were they really together? I would not compare that to a 2-year relationship where you've been living with somebody every single day and you claimed that you were so traumatized and that it's abusive. Okay, so you were so traumatized and so abused and so hurt that you had to go to the internet. Like, I'm so traumatized, you guys. And then 2 weeks later, it's one thing to date. I'm not saying date. I don't have a problem with it. I'm happy for her. But my thing is, I just don't think those timelines match up. It's one thing to date, but to go public, like how long do you got to be dating somebody to go public with it?
That I feel like that's just, it depends on the person.
How long would you have to, I'm talking about you, because we can't speak for everybody. How long would you have to date somebody to go public with it?
I mean, the moment I start feeling a certain type of way for them, like if they're treating me right and that connection is there, it clearly must be there with them too, you know. And it just doesn't seem you judge her almost moving on from as you being someone who hurt her.
I don't judge her for that. I'm happy for her. My only thing is,
are you really, Sean?
Listen, guys, I move out of abundance. At the end of the day, the only reason why I wanted to be with Shanice was because I felt like I was the best man to help her reach her potential. A real man is a man of service. He goes to give. I am not sitting here looking for a trophy wife. I am a very smart and enlightened and intelligent person, and I know that I have a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom, and I can really help people. So for me, I'm like, hey, let me help you. And I did that the best that I could. At the end of the day, I wanted to see her happy. If that's not with me, if she doesn't feel like that's with me, I can embrace that. I'm actually excited she's in a relationship, because I'd much rather her be in a relationship than for her to be out here doing hot girl summer, disrespecting herself, letting all these dudes that don't deserve access to her get access to her. At least she got a great guy who's doing something with his life. I'm happy for her on that. Only thing I'm saying is this: it doesn't, to me, I have never seen a woman get out of a so-called abusive relationship that it was for 2 years, heal, and then 2 weeks later, I'm not saying she can't date. I'm saying go public with a relationship. I'm just saying I've never seen that from somebody that's so-called abuse. It's one thing if you're in a place ready to receive love, but if you're so traumatized and you just got out of a high-profile relationship, how can that timeline even make sense? I'm not saying, listen, because if you go public, that means they've been dating for longer. So how long do you think they've been dating? And how can you even have that state of consciousness if you're supposed to be in so much pain? That's my thing. I have a problem with the video because I think the video, no disrespect, was bullshit. I think the whole thing was bullshit. And I think she had an agenda. I think Shanice is very smart. But the thing is, you guys believe everything. And it's just like, bro, look at it. Does that even make sense to you? How can you, like, that don't even make no sense. So my only issue was with the video. It's not with her. I want her to be happy. I really am so excited for her. But I just disagree with the video, and I don't think that the timelines make sense to me, because I don't know where women go and get abused, and then I'm not even talking about dating, but to feel you're publicly in a public relationship with this guy and you guys are already doing like gift exchange. To me, it just does not make sense. The timeline, I've never seen nothing like that. I can't tell anybody how to heal, but I've just never seen that. I've never in my life seen that, and I just think it's like cap.
So can I give you an example of something similar to that? Now, maybe not have been 2 weeks, but that's just like when Cassie was with Diddy all them years. He failed her, to give her what she wanted. And look at her. She was able to move on pretty quickly, remarried, had a child, and she's happy. What's wrong with that? Like, I feel like it's her timeline. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, you are still dating. All of you and her are over. So
it's nothing wrong with that. But Cassidy also didn't get out of a relationship saying that she was abused and go to the internet and just say all this stuff. Like, guys, there's nothing wrong with moving on. But I don't know about y'all, but when I go through something like experience, like if I go through a super painful moment, I need time to like process that before I can even begin to start to go down that like journey again. That's just me. And I understand moving on. But how long, I'm gonna ask you a question. How long do you think somebody has to be dating somebody to go public? How long do you think that process takes?
Well, like, however soon they feel fit. I feel like if she was catching vibes with him and that night they wanted to take a selfie and post it on Snapchat, it's,
we're going to agree to disagree. I've just never in the history of this planet seen a so-called girl who literally just got out of an abusive relationship, quote unquote, and be so traumatized. I'm so traumatized. You put me through all this stuff.
Okay.
And then you go and like dating. If you dated and y'all getting to know each other, cool. But you're public in 2 weeks and happy for you. It's not about that. I'm talking about the video. That's the only thing that I disagree with. And at the end of the day, that's what she wanted to say. I just think that not only did she tell her side of the story, I just think she just put stuff in there to push a narrative. Like I said, I am honestly thankful for it. I lost a lot of clients. I lost a lot of big deals. I got thousands of death threats. But if that's the price that I needed to go through, if that's the price I need to pay to become the man that I need to be, to achieve my mission and impact millions of people, I'm gonna do it, and I'm grateful for it. I'm not charged. No, don't worry about it. Next time. Hold on. I just think if that's the price that I have to pay to become the man that I need to be, I'll pay it every single time. I just think it's funny how y'all just don't like look at anything. Like none of that like looks weird.
Because Sean, you want us to understand your point when you're the one, when you're I'm going to say allegedly then, if but my thing is if you, it's hard to sympathize with what you're saying because, and I don't know if somebody ever told you this, but it sounds like you say a whole lot of nothing, like you talk in circles to kind of deflect from what's really going on. And then Olivia, when you just did that quote unquote thing, I feel like that's why people attack you.
Because it's not true. You guys just believe it.
So Sean and Olivia, can I ask y'all a question? Bro. Okay, so I just want to ask because one live earlier in a live, you had admitted your faults and you said you needed healing yourself. So you can't say that, there's a certain time limit on healing before moving on, but you're still very much in a relationship with Olivia while you said that you still have things that you could work on and overcome. Two, it's like to I don't want to sound like a bitch, but I just feel like you have to apologize on the live before. You literally said out your own mouth, I am sorry for any physical abuse that I've caused Shanice. Do you remember that? It's recorded. It's out here on TikTok.
If that's real for her, that's real for her. And I'm not going to invalidate somebody's like opinion. Like I am not going to.
Not real. I'm asking you, Sean, do you feel like you were emotionally, physically, or mentally abusive to Shanice at all? Yes or no?
Emotionally, I can give her that. You know what I mean? There's times where we had conversations. Some conversations got heated. I didn't create an environment where she felt safe talking to me with her emotions. And I'm not talking about like, oh, something's going to happen to her. A hair on her head never got touched, like ever. Like all the stuff that listen, man, I don't want to get into it. My only problem is, listen, I'm happy for her. The only thing is, I just don't think it's cool to go and say stuff like that. I've never invalidated anybody's opinion the thing is just like to go and say stuff that just literally didn't even happen. It's not even about that abuse. I'm talking about the conversations, y'all. Like her trying to change me, her talking to me about this. Like if me, Shanice and Olivia sit down every month and I'm like, hey, how can I be a better queen to you, Shanice? And she sees this with her eyes and she sees the answers that come out of her mouth. Y'all don't see that. But y'all just taking somebody else's word, and I get it. I don't get mad at y'all because y'all doing what y'all do out of love. The only thing I'm saying is, listen, I will never invalidate what Shanice said. What's true for her is true for her. Like I said, I'm praying for her. I'm happy for her. Listen, I hope that works out. I hope they get Black Queen shining. My only thing was with the video. I just do not feel like that video that she put out was like her opinion accurately reflected reality at all. And as a matter of fact, I would honestly say it was a borderline calculated move to make y'all do it. Is that I am the most grateful motherfucker on the planet. And when you guys give me more adversity, it only makes me better. And y'all literally don't realize that. Like, I believe you turn pain into power. Most people, and I know I'm gonna bring it home right now. Most people, you leave one negative comment under their post, that ruins their whole day. Mm-hmm. You leave 10 negative comments under their post, they're off Instagram for a week. If they get a death threat, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves. Mm. So for me, all this adversity is just making me mentally sharper, making me mentally tougher. Guys, you guys don't understand it. It is the blessing. Every single death threat, I'm like, hell yeah, send another one. Can't break me, you're not gonna get to me. It's just giving me.
You shouldn't say you love us because we don't love you, Sean. I don't think that you're a nice person.
I literally love you guys. I appreciate.
Well, I'm going to speak for myself. I don't love you back. I honestly, I feel like you say a lot of things.
Hate and love are the same thing. Hate and love are the same thing. They produce the same physiological responses in the body.
Okay, you can read, and I see that. Olivia, how does it feel? Do you feel like you're only number one now because Shanice left? Like, because I've seen a lot of videos where it seems like he would dub you when she was around.
So what's the question? Like,
do you Sean, don't laugh. No, because okay, Olivia, come on now. Y'all be on TikTok every day. I'm sure you see the screen recordings. There was times where he would have a moment or even show a moment of affection towards you know, the other woman, and then when you would go to lean in or get a simple kiss or something like that, he's kind of like, you know, oh, get off me. How does that make you feel as a woman, honestly, feeling like your man is kind of Heisman you after he was just being affectionate with somebody else? Does that take an attack at your confidence?
First of all, you guys don't see what happens outside of the relationship. Y'all see clips and y'all don't even watch the like you do watch the lives, but the clips make you have in a certain mindset of, oh, this is what's happening because the clip said so and this is what the title says. So that's different. I know what's actually happening in my relationship. He dubbed me on a kiss. The second thing I want to touch on is I don't take tallies in my relationship. I'm like, he kissed me once, he kissed me. I don't think about, oh, he doesn't give me enough. I don't think that. I think, how can I give in the relationship? And also, if he's not giving to me, then there's something that I can do as well, and I need to confront too, right? If I'm having a problem with that. But other than that, no, I do not have a problem with that. I'm not saying, and he doesn't dub me, y'all. Like, he's
honestly, Olivia, well, that's what I call a dub. I think so. I think you're beautiful. I think you're young. I feel like you are going to overcome and outgrow this relationship at one point, and I really want that for you. Like, I'm not even going to get up here and attack you because really my issue is with Sean. Sean, I don't think you're a great person. I feel like you preyed yourself on a beautiful, young, impressionable young lady who was fresh out of high school, fresh off the high school boat. And you're having your way right now. But I need you to understand that's all going to fail one day. One day you're going to look up and you're going to be in that place alone. That's just my opinion. I don't feel like you're nice either. I feel like you're very insecure. So you try to hide that behind those muscles. I think you're insecure.
Can I ask you a question? Hey, listen.
Yes.
All right. I know you're just doing what you're doing out of love, but like.
No, it's not. I don't love Sean.
Why do you, but it's out of love for Olivia. Why do you like wish to see my like downfall? What did I do to you?
Because you're I've seen you be disrespectful to women. I feel like I've seen in clips you even been your behavior has been disrespectful towards Olivia, and I don't like for that I've seen you disrespect. It's just not right. I feel like you know what you're doing. You always mention how someone else is calculated. Sean, you're very calculated.
What I'm doing is called winning. And guess what?
Winning?
Listen, and winners win. And while you're praying on my downfall, I'm going to keep climbing. And if you think I'm doing stuff now, wait till you see me in 3 years. And if Olivia ever wasn't here, you act like I'm not young, handsome, successful.
Oh, no. You're not handsome.
Hold on. Successful, charismatic. It is not hard to get women. Why do you think I'm just going to magically lose the ability to attract beautiful women? I've done it all my life. I'm going to continue.
Wait a minute. So you don't feel like what you just said was just disrespectful now towards Olivia? You pretty much just said, even if she goes tomorrow, I'm young, I'm going to find another woman. You pretty much just said that you don't even care if she were to leave you.
What is wrong with that? Guys, if a woman does not want to be with me, bro, that is her decision. Why would I sit up here and be upset because somebody doesn't want to be with me? If that's what's in their heart, that's what's in their heart.
You pretty much just said that she's expendable.
Listen, I love to give. Any queen that's in my life, I don't want you for my ego. I don't want you as a trophy. I want to serve you. A real man is a man of service. And I want to take this knowledge and I want to take this wisdom and all this pain that I've overcome and use it to help you reach your potential. And that's what I did for Shanice. I transformed that girl's life. Whether y'all gonna say she did it or not, from the day she met me to where she's at right now, even if she's not with me, I guarantee you she's in a much better spot. And it would have never happened had we got together. Whether you with me, whether you go, I really don't care. I just want you to be better than when we met. That's it. Some girls are gonna come, some girls are gonna go. I'm not attached to that. I'm focused on pouring into people and helping people. My legacy is people that help. What gets me fired up is I just had one of my clients who's 22 years old, a Mercedes-Benz AMG. He's freaking 22 years old. One of my clients just went and bought his dream car. That's what gets me fired up. I don't even drive. I'm fired up about my client's success. I'm fired up about my queen's success. Shanice said it to herself. I'm the most selfless man she's ever met in her life. I give everything because I'm a fucking savage. And real motherfucking leaders, we give everything. Woo. And we need the least. I'm a fucking G. And the G don't stand for gangster. It stands for no matter what comes my way, I'm gonna take it on the chin because I ain't no punk and I ain't no bitch. I'm a motherfucking G, and the G don't stand for gangster, it stands for grateful. I'm a grateful motherfucker, and that's why I'm gonna always win.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here, but I'm gonna just let me cook for the last 30 seconds. I'm gonna just say my piece.
I'm not gonna let you cook.
No, I'm gonna say my piece.
We
You
appreciate
mad because you ugly in the face. You look elderly.
I'll be all that, but I'm still winning. Goodbye. Listen, guys, we appreciate you guys, man. This is what it's like.